your tech stack, all the suites of software that you have purchased and implemented inside your company. What are you using today?
Yeah, so we currently use Monday.com and Buildertrend are our primary two softwares that we use. We of
Okay.
course have QuickBooks as well for accounting, and then various other softwares for doing things like graphic design and Chief Architect and 2020 for internal like client design work.
Okay. Chief architect in what you said?
2020,
Okay. 2020.
yeah,
And then you're also are you on Microsoft 365 or are you on Google Drive
Google
or
Drive,
Google Workspace?
Google
Okay.
Workspace.
Google Workspace. Okay. Great. And then where's your website?
Our website is hosted through Webflow, or it's created through Webflow.
Webflow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you've got Webflow, and then any marketing software that you're using?
We use Vista Social for scheduling social media posts, Canva for
Okay.
designing social posts, and also internal and external facing documents.
Love it. Okay. So it's crazy how quickly they just like pile up. And I'm sure we're probably missing a handful still
Yeah, sure.
of just keep adding and adding and adding. And they're all monthly subscriptions primarily.
Yeah.
So, okay. But obviously the primary ones, QuickBooks accounting, I think most of our audience understands that. It ties in to what you do with Buildertrend. We understand Google Workspaces where you have all your files, your emails, your calendar, all that kind of stuff. Your website through Webflow. Okay. So we're going to focus a lot on Monday and Buildertrend, but I just want people to understand that your tech stack's a lot more than just your project management software and your CRM. It's actually quite extensive, and they don't have to all integrate together by any means. But certain aspects of them do have to integrate. Like your Buildertrend should integrate with your QuickBooks. And if you're not doing that, you're missing out on a lot, right?
Totally.
Okay. So why don't you share just why are you so comfortable with technology? Let's start with that. And why have you put such a priority on it?
Yeah. Technology plays a massive role in today's modern world in business, and you need it to multiply yourself, because if you didn't have the technology stack, like you're not going to meet the level of service that clients are looking for today. And I'll kind of use this as an example. Like it's funny timing. I had someone call me yesterday asking for advice that works at another design build firm, and they're in Washington, and this company's 116 years old. They've been around for a long time, and she is trying to figure out what they're going to do for their tech stack after 116 years, because they're on antiquated systems. And so she's trying to figure out, what the best things are. But like the biggest concern that she had was, do your employees use it? Like, are they involved in using it? And how does that work? And all these things. And it's like, well, yeah, they have to.
It's a good concern.
Yeah, it is a good concern. But the reality is if you aren't already on that bandwagon of utilizing technology, you're at least a decade behind in our industry. And it's only going to get worse. I mean, if you think about it, I have an original blueprint set from my personal first house that I remodeled from 1946. So in less than a lifetime, we've gone from hand drawing architectural drawings and transferring them on a piece of paper with light, to now, like, we don't think twice about going into our drawing software and making a change and spitting it out on a printer, or hanging a QR code on a job site for the electrician to pull up the plan set. Like, things at the rate at which things change is so fast, and you need the ability to be able to keep up, adapt, and stay ahead. That's my opinion.
Absolutely. Well, we'll talk about the employees as we go, because that's a massive part of actually using the software to make it work.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's focus on Monday and Buildertrend. How do you use Monday today?
Yeah. So I would describe Monday as our business management tool. Monday.com basically houses, so within it, if for people that aren't familiar, it has workspaces, and then within each workspace, you can build things out. And so we have essentially a workspace for every department, from the VL Builders Way, which houses our all of our like employee resources for benefits and standard operating procedures and any sort of checklist or
It's like a company wiki.
yeah, exactly. And then we have a leadership workspace and a production workspace and a sales workspace, and then an internal admin owner workspace for managing our internal projects that we're doing or administrative tasks and things like that. And then we also use Monday as a CRM. So I built that out because Builder Trend was lacking like a client management system. Like I wanted the ability to be able to see where a client was at in any stage of the process. And I can do that once they're a project in Builder-Trend by looking at their project schedule. But in the sales side, while Builder-Trend had like activities and stuff like that, they had no great way of me just being able to get 1,000-foot view really fast. And so Monday has been able to bridge that gap for us and also bridge the gap of like reporting data. It's amazing to me how much construction softwares have not figured this issue out for us as remodelers or builders yet.
Yeah.
But I need reports if I want to make good decisions. I need data if I want to make good decisions. And so those were the like primary reasons for bringing Monday.com in. And then Builder-Trend is our client and project management software. So we manage subcontractors and vendors in there, material selections, contracts, estimating, job costing, and anything else that falls down that line.
Okay. So I understand why you chose Builder-Trend. And did you start with Builder-Trend or were you with Co-Construct was what they purchased?
Yeah, they
right?
purchased Co-Construct. I started with Builder-Trend.
Started with Builder-Trend.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I ended up like swapping softwares quite a bit in the beginning, trying to figure out what was going to work for us.
Okay. What were the other ones that you tried?
Yeah. So Job Nimbus was primarily like what I had switched to. So I started with Builder-Trend and I was like, this is way too complex and complicated. I don't need this.
Very complex and complicated. Yeah.
So then I went to Job Nimbus and I used it and it worked well, but I had no way to like schedule projects or like do a lot of things that also needed to happen. So after a year, we had grown so much and it just didn't work for us anymore. At least back then. I think they have a ton of different features now. And so we ended up switching back to Builder-Trend after that.